Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great night. As you can see, I am flying solo. I hope you can all hear me and see me. If you can't, let me know, please. I see Gabriel has joined us. Sorry. So obviously, I am doing the show solo tonight. We are experiencing some thunderstorms in the area, so if it does drop off, please let me know as soon as possible. I would appreciate it. So before I start into anything, I will hit it off with our sponsors. So let's get that rolling here, and we will go into sponsor ad one.
The following episode of Large Scale Live is brought to you by Splitjaw, makers of quality metal products for the G-scale modeling world. For rail clamps, expansion joints, bridges, and more, Splitjaw Products has you covered. For more information, visit their website at www.railclamp.com.
Alrighty then. Yes, I can see and hear you. Thank you, Farm Country LLC. So thanks for everybody watching. Obviously, Andrew wasn't able to be with us tonight. I decided to fly solo. I didn't know exactly what to cover or what to do, so I figured a question and answer. Maybe I could answer questions for you that, you were wondering about. So anyway, just to go on to some of our news and other interests. So let's go to the... Obviously, I'm doing this solo, so give me a second. Sorry. Events calendar. There we go. Let's add that to the stage. All right. So as you can see, we have the events calendar up. What we have going on right now, or coming up, I should say, we have the MoCon Garden Railroaders Western Region Garden Railway Tour, August 23rd. Columbus Garden Railway Society 2025 Fall Garden Tour, September 7th. The Tulsa Garden Railway Club 2025 Garden Railroad Tour Open House in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That looks like it's September 13th and 14th. And then it doesn't look like there's any much going on until next year. And 2026, we have the Great Lakes Large Scale Expo, which went off very well last year. So we're looking forward to that this coming year. And then 2027, we have the Nashville National Garden Railway Convention, which I am also looking very forward to. So hopefully we'll get there sooner than later. Sorry, I'm jumping around. And if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. And then let's see. Another sharing news. Let me get better. Share. Come on. Share screen. We have AccuCraft has announced they are going to have the Florence and Cripple Creek 280 live steam, and they are also making a ET and WNC live steam engine. Oh, you know what? I think I didn't add it to this stream. Probably not. There we go. Sorry about that. And so this is the ET and WNC that I was talking about, which you guys couldn't see. And here is the Florence and Cripple Creek 1/20th gauge live steam. They are just announced these coming out shortly. Okay, let me get back to the StreamYard here. On other news, 4Track has a couple new products coming out. We have coming out so this is the pilot and the back plate. This one is for the -9. So if your front is gone or you dropped your engine, they're the replacements, and then obviously the steps will fit in there. So these will be on the website shortly. And then also for the SD45, both pieces. There's the front, sorry. So those will be replacements available for your engines if you happen to drop them or they got damaged somehow. Another thing that we're coming out with is a 5-chime horn. Sorry, I know it's a little hard to see because it's gray. But there you go, is a 5-chime horn. That one is forward and reverse. And then we also have the all forward option. I know it's a little bit tiny for you to see, but so that also has a little peg for you to drill and mount it onto your engine. And because Mr. Pictovid Andrew asked me today, this is the pilot for the RDC. I'm printing the prototype right now, and these will be available also on our website shortly. And I also wanted to add that our switch kits will soon be adding, it will be a complete rebuild kit. So not only will it be the throw bar, but you will also get the screws. You see the screws here. And it will come with the little standoff required. So it's actually going to be a whole rebuild kit. The price is going to go up about $1 or $2. But now you'll have every part required. So if you get a switch that's missing pieces, you'll be able to get everything. So without further ado, the Mocon Railroad tours on the 12th each day. Sorry, just trying to see what Coastal Nomad said. Oh, he's talking about the tours. Railroad tours on the 12th and 26th just went great. 4 stops each day, 40 to 70 attendees. On 26th July, 3 and 4 stops had rain for over an hour. No, it happens. So if anybody has any questions for MTH engines, do I make motor block covers for MTH engines? I do not own any MTH engines. If it's something that you need or looking for and you have one you can send me, I will happily reverse engineer it and make it for you. That was basically the reason for these pilots. Somebody had asked me for them. And the horns, again, that was something somebody had asked me for. So, we're always trying to add products, and anything you guys need to keep your trains running, we'll be happy to reverse engineer and make them for you, obviously. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to throw them up in the chat, and I will be happy to answer them to the best of my knowledge. I know this is kind of a little impromptu, but like I said, Andrew had to drop out at the last minute, and we still wanted to have a show, so we wanted to at least keep it online. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to cover. Oh, you know what I could do? We could also do our so the shed is going fine. The inside of it is mainly done. I need to do the wiring. I ordered some aluminum plate to make some basically like a switch, like the old block signals, so I could turn on tracks and turn-off tracks. The doors are in, and we're currently working on trestle bents. That's what we've been doing. My hat's crooked. It's bothering me. There we go. That's what we've been doing most of the day today, and last weekend I wasn't here, and the weekend before we've been building trestle bents. We have to come down from 25 inches down to the ground and cutting cedar and making trestle bents on a jig that I made 18 years ago, so we can get those trains running down to the ground without having to carry them in and out. We were hoping to do some running today, but unfortunately the rain chased us in. So that's where we're at on the layout. I wish I had more news. Unfortunately, just time is always getting away from me, unfortunately. So obviously, again, like I said, any other questions that you guys want me to answer, or if there's anything I can answer regarding anything, obviously with regards to trains, please feel free to question. I think I shared this too. We have available the horns for the FA. Those are now available on the website. And that's what I have so far. I hear lots of time, Nico. Does your layout look like? I wish I had pictures of it. Let me see if I could find a couple pictures while we're talking. I did post a couple on Facebook. Let me see if I could find those really quick for you. Like I said, again, I'm doing this solo, and I am not as savvy as Andrew is with the computer. So let me see if I could find some photos to share with you. And it's weird with Facebook, I guess, is now as if you don't put your photos in your photo book, it doesn't come out as you would like. Unfortunately, most of my pictures are on my phone, and I don't have them. Oh, here we go. Maybe I could just do this really quick. Or maybe I can't. So the majority of the layout is on the ground. I'm trying to see if I have an overall picture that I could share of work we had done. But of course, when you want it, you can't find it. That's usually the way it happens, right? And that's the way it looks like it's happening now. Let me see if I can switch accounts. Of course, it's too dark and rainy outside now to go show a picture, so that is not going to happen. Let's see. So my wife is going to help me out here and send me some pictures. But let's see, I could share this picture. Let me go here. Come on. Nope. Doesn't help when you're clicking the wrong button. Sorry. So here's a picture of the second loop going in, and the as you can see, the posts were put in here for the coming down from the shed. We've gotten a little further than that. Chris is going to send me some pictures here in a second, so I could share some. But we got that one, and then let's see if I can find something else here. Sorry, give me a chance. And of course, I don't have pictures of it. No. I have some pictures I should share. No, we don't want any pictures of you, Larry. Please, no. Yes. What Coastal Nomad said. I didn't share the picture. Okay. Yes, you're right. Sorry. So there's the picture. Let me zoom in a little bit. That might be a little better. Let's see. So you can see the main line is that outside loop. That's going to be the second main line, the inside loop. And yes, you can see the pictures there. Thanks, Kyle, for pointing out my failure in sharing. So we do have all the posts in. The bridges are in. The track is coming all the way down and crossing over these two tracks. As soon as my wife shares some more pictures with me. Did you send it through email? Yahoo. Okay. So as soon as I get those, I will share those in a second. But they haven't shown up yet. So if anybody has, I feel disrespected. Larry, we love you. You know that. So while I'm waiting for her to send the pictures, yay, train mom for the win. Yeah, saving my butt again.
Is that Kyle?
Yeah, that's Kyle. Larry is very sensitive.
Tell him I said hi.
Train mom says hi, Kyle. Let me go through, and while we're waiting for those pictures, I am going to play our second advertisement. And that was our second advertiser. I can hear her laugh out loud. He can hear you in the background. So that was our second sponsor, Me Love Trains. Check them out for all your used and new train needs. As soon as actually my system lost connection. Uh-oh. Larry, it sounds like a you problem and not an us problem. All right, let's see if those pictures came through. And that helps if I go to the right email. There we go. All right. So let's start with this one. If I can, I'm going to have to download each one, or let's see. Give me a second here. I'm trying to get them set up. And of course, it's not working the way I want it to. Just give me a second here. I have to download a couple pictures. I think we shared these last time, though, so let me see if I can do this. Sorry. I know I'm not very smooth. All right, let me share this screen. Give me a second here. StreamYard. And share screen. Nope, wrong button. Window, there we go. Now I got to add that to the stage so you can all see it. So I think we shared these pictures last time, but now you can see the bridge going down and everything, transitioning down along the house and going down, and that's going to go over the layout. Let me see if I can get back to. Nope, that's the wrong way. There you can see more of the layout. Let's see if I can zoom in a little more for you. So this is the track coming down from the shed. You can see the two garage doors are in there. They go up and down automatically, as Andrew had shown last time. There I am doing some work. So we're actually working backwards here, unfortunately. This is us putting, so this is PVC that I bought, and we painted it black, and it's getting screwed to the top of the post. I notched the top of the post there. I'll get more better pictures, more betterness. I will get better pictures for you. For the next time. Unfortunately, I don't have good ones for this time. So let's see. But Ken, a question about your guns. So no, my question took a bit, but Ken had a question about your guns. Sorry, let me scroll back up and see what question Ken had. I don't see a question from Ken on the guns. Ken, can you repost the guns? Oh, Ken Miller. Nico, are the new guns available now? Sorry. Okay. So right now the guns are not available. We are doing, the next run will be kits. So they will be undecorated. They will come with trucks. You got two choices of trucks. Obviously, if you want truck mount, we will sell. It will come with the Bachmann roller bearing trucks with the Aristocraft couplers on them, obviously. And then the other option is that it comes with the 907s and the KD trucks. And like I said, these will be undecorated kits. You could spray them and decal them as you like. The next run again will probably be a different road name. I don't know if I want to continue to do the same ones again. If you want one, message me and I can add it to the list. I'm currently building 4 more for customers that wanted, after seeing them, wanted them. So I am building them to order. So Ken, if you wanted a specific one of the Conrail, Penn Central or Pennsylvania, send me a message and I could get you on a list. And when we do a run, we will get yours made also. But like I said, the next ones I plan on doing will be a run of probably like 20 undecorated for people. It seemed like when I announced them the first time that a lot of people wanted those undecorated versions. So, and we're also looking at doing other cars, obviously. We're not just going to continue to do one gondola. Trying to look for ideas for other new cars to make. Not sure what to make yet. Obviously, we have some ideas. Vinny and I are running around, but we do not have anything off the top of our head that we're like currently working on to get ready to produce. We're trying to make some of the manufacturing processes for the gondolas quicker. This way we could actually produce more of them and maybe knock down the cost slightly, because the time for sanding the FDM prints and priming and sanding and priming and painting, that was part of the cost, so obviously if we could make them quicker where they could just be painted straight away, that would save us money and will save you money in the long run also. How does Bigfoot tell time? I don't even want to know. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, I'll get some better pictures of it. I believe I shared some, but I'm not 100% sure where those are right now. Cylindrical hoppers. I guess we could look into those. Which model? I mean, because every car has tons of models. Like we did the G36 gondola. Sorry, I got hoppers on the mind from Kenny here. We did the gondola, and that's the specific model is the G36. So, if you have a specific model in mind, we would definitely take a look at it. And if we could do it, at a fair cost. I mean, that's the biggest thing. When you're not mass producing these in a mold, it takes a lot of time, and unfortunately, the time is money. So we got to do that kind of stuff. Anybody else have any questions? I know this is not probably the most exciting show we've ever put on here, but I did not want to skip it. So again, I obviously ask any questions you want if you're a newcomer, especially. The layout that I have is laid on the ground. All my layouts have been that way, except for the elevated portions, which you saw in the picture. So like if I show you here, so these elevated portions, but all this track that is down here is floating in ballast. I found that doing it that way, the track floats just like the real railroad. Expansion is not usually an issue because everything expands together, everything slides back together. I know that some people that fix their layout and fix the track, obviously expansion is another issue. That then you'll get the track walking and swaying. I found this one of the best ways. I use stainless steel track too, so the coefficient of expansion isn't as much, which makes it a little easier. I don't know. So you tell me as you have questions. Let's see what we have here. Hello from Colorado. Hope you're having a blessed day. I just recently converted my trains to wireless using an RC dimmer speed controller for a fraction of the price. RC dimmer speed controller. If you could share a link, that would be great. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. Does that allow you to also switch direction, or you have to manually do that? I mean, I'd be interested in sharing what you have done. So yeah, anything you could share on anything like that. I mean, I know like the Pico has that 2-button receiver that works pretty well. Let's see, we have another question here. If Nico was to make something to hold a beacon on the side of a roof on a GP9 AB roof, anyone else be interested? Well, I do make the blinking beacon, which Cody. So yeah, I know he won't be able to share the link in the chat. I don't know if he could tell me where he got it. I posted a video on my channel. It's not allowing me to share links. Yes. So 3D printer record. What plastic is best for outdoors? Can I just print free files to start with? So there are easier plastics to print. If you're leaving stuff outside, I kind of recommend doing ABS. That's what I use for all my prints. Not obviously these are SLA prints, but these are ABS-like materials, so they're a little more flexible. This way they don't break on you, and you have a little bit of flex in it. The FDM stuff I use when I do these types of prints, like this kind of, that is ABS. The gondolas were all ABS. ABS will last a lot longer. It's a 12-volt control. So yeah, so let me just finish that, and then I'll see if I could find this for you guys on here. Let's see. 12-volt remote control light switch. That's interesting. Let's see if we could find that. 12-volt. Sorry, I'm typing this in and see what we can find here. That's on off. I guess you need one with dimming. Let's see. Let me see what you wrote here. I wish I could copy here, but I can't for some reason. It won't let me copy what you wrote. ASA, ABS. Yeah, ASA is another good one. But like I said, I really um, I prefer the ABS. Like I said, you could drill it, you could tap it, you can vapor smooth it. Um, it has a lot of good properties. I've left stuff outside and haven't had any issues with it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read and we have Larry posting these great, wonderful questions. Ordered a plastic throw bar. My USA Trains plastic throw bar broke. Which engine? Um, USA sells parts. Yeah, if USA still has um, the parts available, I will not make parts that are available from the manufacturer. A lot of the stuff that I make is Aristocraft stuff. I have made some USA Trains parts that I know they're not making right now, like the NW2 smokestacks. They're not producing the NW2s, so I've been asked for them a lot, so I made those. I'm just trying to find this mini wireless light switch dimmable. So it's got to be dimmable. Let me add dimmable in there. See what else we get. He's got me interested. On, off. Long range ceiling lights. Relay for all 12-volt sprayer pumps. Let me share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. That might be nice for me to do. Let's see. Share screen. Amazon. So these are the ones I'm looking at here that he was showing, which are kind of interesting. I don't see one that says dimmable yet. That's what I was looking for. Mini wireless, industrial. There's an LED dimmer, RF dimmer. I mean, I guess a dimmer would work, but I guess you don't have a reverse, do you? Alfonso, is there a reverse switch, or did you wire up a reverse switch in there? That's what I'd be curious to know. To see what they have. Sorry, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and two things at once. My USA Trains plastic throw bar broke. Trains plastic throw bar. Are you referring to the throw bar? Are you referring for the switch track? And which switch track are you referring to? Oh, okay. It's a plastic piece for the switch track, the throw bar. I got you. I'm sorry. I was thinking of between an engine. Yeah, they may have it. I'm not 100% sure, but the number 6 switch that USA Trains has is very close to the Aristocraft, and I believe that the throw bar that I sell will also work with that, but I don't have a number 6 switch to test it on from USA because they only make brass and I have all stainless. So unfortunately, I can't help you out there. But unfortunately, it's only one way. Okay, so yes, it does only go one direction, so you only can go forward. I guess you could you could wire in a toggle switch and change the polarity with the toggle switch to make it go forward and reverse if you wanted to do it that way. But you would still have to go over to the engine to do that. What's this? PWM motor speed control switch forward reverse. I wish I could copy off here. This would be great because then I can. But it won't let me copy the text. Oh, maybe I can copy it here. I can actually copy it on my other screen. So give me a second here. Let's see what this one pulls up. Motor remote control for telescopic forward and reverse linear actuator. There you go. That one looks like it has stop, forward, and reverse. Electric doors, remote signal. No, it looks like there's a bunch of options that you could do cheap remote control. Oh, here we go. PDM remote control switch, forward, reverse. $18. I'm not sure of the size of this thing. But DC motor. Limit switch. So I guess you could power this with a limit switch. DC. Forward, reverse, stop, deceleration. This looks pretty interesting. I wonder how big the... Oh, look, it even shows for model trains. This might be a good option right here. It's $18. Interesting. I wonder if they have, let's see if they have the specs. Product dimensions 3 by 2 by 1. So it's kind of a large box. I mean, I guess you could fit it in a diesel or in a tender. But interesting. Or if you wanted to do trackside, that would be very interesting for that as well. Okay. So Kyle can send me the number 6. Are you referring to the USA one, Kyle? Because or you know what I could do is let me send you, Kyle, I can send you one of my throw bars and you could see if it works on that switch and let me know. That would probably be easier. And then you could test it out for me. Okay. It looks like we have agreements on that. I will get one out to you. Robert Galvin, you can remove it from the box. Oh, I guess. So is that the correct one, Robert, that you were talking about? That you can remove from the box? Why is it not showing what I was looking at? Or, oh, it was. Sorry. It just scrolled down. Yeah, I guess you could remove it from the inside of the box. I'm not sure how much smaller it would be. I guess the tabs on the side make it a little smaller. DC4. Oh. So the only thing I could see, too, is that it is polarity sensitive on the input. So you would either need to put a bridge rectifier if you were using track power, but if you were using battery power, you would not have a problem. That would still work. So yeah, that's a very good option for $18. I might order one of those just to try it out myself. Vinny is making some stuff for you. Just send it with that. Okay. What is a bridge rectifier? Okay. A bridge rectifier basically will change the polarity always to a consistent polarity. Let me pull up something here really quick, and I will show you what a bridge rectifier is. You could use these whenever you are... So let's see. I'm trying to find a good picture of it. Yeah, maybe this one here. Why am I going to LinkedIn? I don't want to go to LinkedIn. I just wanted to show the picture. Open image. There we go. I could do this. There we go. This will be easier. And share screen. Sorry, I know I'm a little slow, but it happens. Share. Now I had to go back here and add stage. Okay. So if you look at a bridge rectifier, this says AC input, but it's alternating current or any current. So this side could be your positive, this side could be your negative, or reversed. So basically, whatever goes in, the diodes here will always direct it out. So positive goes out and negative goes out. So you have a decided, a direct current. So let's say these are your two rails on your track and you don't know which one's positive, which one negative, or you want to put your engine down one way or flip it around and put it the other way. If you would do that, anything that's polarity sensitive, you're probably going to blow up. This bridge rectifier will allow that to always be positive and negative. So you would put this in the engine. So your track power would come in from here. These would be your wheels, basically your pickup. And then it would go through, and then these positive and negatives would attach to the unit itself. And you would always have positive, positive, negative, negative. You could also use these for LED lighting. So if you're putting like an LED light strip, you could buy those like 48 or 24 volt stick-on light strips that you cut to length if you want to use those in the roof of a passenger car. Obviously, if you're using track power, if you would flip it around, they wouldn't light, or they would light. So with a bridge rectifier, you're always having positive to positive, negative to negative. The only thing you got to watch out for, you have to make sure that you get a bridge rectifier that is large enough to handle the amperage that your engine is drawing. So most engines, like a regular like FA or RS3 or GP7, GP9, GP38, GP40, they all at like max will pull about 2 amps. So if you bought a bridge rectifier that can handle 5 amps, that would be fine, and you won't have an issue. For the throw bar, it says back ordered on your site. They are not back ordered, but if you, I will get that straightened out right after the show. I am not sure why they say they're back ordered. I haven't put the kits together with the rebuild kit. So if you want one with a rebuild kit, you'll have to give me some time. My engine draws around 3 amps. Yeah, again, I don't know which engine you have. So if you have like something like a -9 or one of the larger engines that has more power, or if you have sound in it, again, there's all things that can more lighting in it. Depends on the engine. But yeah, like I said, usually max around 2 amps. That's why most of the receivers are 5 amps. It gives it that little bit of play, so you don't have you won't keep blowing the receivers. So like a Revo receiver is 5 amps. Some of the Pico receivers are like 5 and 6 amps. Most of the decoders are 5 amps. So a 442 Atlantic. Okay, so that's a Lionel. Yeah, that one probably pulls a little bit more. They don't have the. They were not the best engines, so you can update them and make them pull better. But even mine, I've done a bunch of stuff, added weight to it, and it still has a hard time pulling more than like 3 passenger cars, if there's any grade. But Lionel made the Atlantic, 442 Atlantic in G scale, yes. So we have about 15 minutes left. I was going to try and do a giveaway. I'm not sure how successful I will be. Okay, I can do that. And I will do another one for my lowering kits. And if you have the hashtag, so I'll start collecting 4-track RR. Again, it will be any of the lowering kits for any of the lowering kits, the 40-foot freight car lowering kits, either one, the FAFB or the 2-bay hopper car. So we'll start collecting that. No, not hashtag Nico got robbed. So how much amps do LED lights draw? Obviously, a single LED light draws milliamps. So, I mean, it's very, very minimal. But, if you start getting into a strip of them and there's a lot of them, as each milliamp keeps adding up, and it depends how they're wired. Whether they're wired in series or in parallel to how much they draw. So, like I said, a single LED light is milliamps, which is like 0.001 amps. So it's really not a lot that it draws. That's why everybody likes them so much. That's why, especially even in houses, people are using LED lights more and more. Someone needs to get the 442 molds. I think those are long gone, Larry. I don't know if anybody would know where those even are. I was toying around with using a GP40 motor block in one because it looks like the spacing is pretty damn close to the Atlantic. So you would have the benefit of the larger motor, the prime mover gearboxes, and obviously the Atlantic wheels, or not the Atlantic wheels, sorry, the Pacific wheels would fit right on it because those are the same as the Pacific. So I thought that would be great. Larry, USA makes an Atlantic. I've never seen them make an Atlantic as far as I know. The Atlantic is a 442. I've never seen USA make a 442 Atlantic. The problem is the Lionel rod gear. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that issue. The gears, obviously, the motor and the wheels pull apart enough that they can start stripping. The motor is big, but it doesn't seem to have a lot of pull. I don't know. I'm going to try adding more weight to mine. Like I said, I had added a bunch, but it's still. I have 4 cars, 4 of the Sierra Aristocraft cars. One I converted from the Combine. I made a baggage only car, so I have a baggage car. I have the Combine, the passenger car, and the Observation, and it struggles pulling those 4 cars just on the little bit of grade I have. Let's see. EasyTech G Scale makes 442 Atlantic, except theirs are too light. The front wheels are too light, which would often come off the track. Yeah, I mean, EasyTech is kind of a I don't want to say a toy because they're all toys, but it's even more of a toy than our toys. Let's see. If you see this, do you know how much the factory lowered FAs are lowered? I recently got another, and it seems like it dropped at about 0.3. Does that sound about right? Yes. I measured, when I made my kits, I actually bought a lowered floor FA so I can measure it and lower it about the exact same amount. I believe if you go to my website, let's see. Let me share my screen so you can see where I'm going. And it's funny you say share screen, but then I have to go back to another page and then actually add it to the page. Okay, shop. About 3/8 of an inch, right there. I believe it's a little bit less, but it's probably close to 3/8 of an inch. To answer your question, add 4 pounds of lead. Yeah, that's what I need to do because it comes up that curve and it just starts slipping the wheels. The other thing I'm afraid of that because the plastic wheel, the plastic is an insert in the rim. I'm afraid it's going to start spinning that. That's why I don't want to overload it. And new Bright trains are scaled at 132. Yep. And let's see where I had a book that showed how many different lokes used the same boiler as the 442. Well, what happened to the book? I mean, basically, the Atlantic was the predecessor to the Pacific. That's why the Pacific has the 6 driving wheels. Is there any possibility of operating some Easy Tech with a better motor or a motor block? If so, what do you recommend? I don't know. I've never really played around with those. I mean, to me, I think you're going to start getting into a world where you'll probably be able to find a better locomotive. Because by the time you start buying motors and gears, and you're going to start wearing out the weaker points, you might be chasing your tail, trying to make it better. Yes, they did make a Hudson. I have one. 3/8 is about 0.375. I feel like no different from 0.23. Yeah, like I said, it was a few years ago when I lowered it, so you could see in the pictures how much the difference is from the FAs there. The Reading on the right is stock, and you could see how close the front pilot is to the railhead now. Give it sand. I wish I could, but then my track pickup won't work. Ted lowered his FAs 5/16. Yes. Yeah, I had talked to Ted about that. I mean, you can do it yourself, obviously. Like I said, the kit I make also comes with the mounts for the KD couplers. So when you lower everything is done. You have the mounts for the couplers. It just makes it simpler. But yes, obviously you can do it yourself by, cutting and re-gluing. They said it was just something I had gotten asked for, and I decided to produce them, and they've been selling relatively well. Let's see what else we got. Something about a Speedo. I don't want to know that. Somewhere in the house. Oh, okay. I got it. Are so expensive. Around $700 more. I can't afford it. I don't know how can people afford it. So I'm going to address this, Alfonso. Some of these people are ridiculous with their prices. And, you look on eBay and you see engines going $1,200, $1,300, and they're not selling. You see the same engines on there for years. I've picked up Mikados for between $100 and $200. I just bought another one off of eBay. I mean, it needs a little work, but I bought it for parts. Find them at train shows. That's usually the better place to find them, and you get a little bit better deal. But again, some people are just, I kind of feel like people are gouging a little bit more than, people are even asking more than you could buy it for new. I see stuff used USA Train engines like a GP38, and then I go to USA Trains' website, and they have a brand new one that I could buy for cheaper than the guy's got a used one for sale. So I don't get it, but look around. You can find good deals. Don't jump at the $700 engines. I very rarely pay more than a few $100s for an engine. I just wait until they come out again. Yeah, like here. So here you go. There you go. Doesn't seem like you're looking in the right places. Again, eBay, you got to be very cautious with, because people are just going to put stuff up there and hope they get get the person that's just going to jump at it and buy it. Let's see what else we got here. Patience and constantly looking for a better deal. Yep, like I said, there's always good places. Moguls, yeah, LGB Mogul, they're great engines, and there's so many of them produced, and you could get them for really good deals. I picked up engines like a GP38 at a show for $50, and it ran. So you can find them. They may not look the best, but if you just want a running engine. It blows my mind. I watch people bid more for Aristo -9s than a new Bach one. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. did the same with a GP7, but it was an NW out of production for a while. Yeah, I don't get paying for that. You could go buy a brand new one and have somebody paint it for you. Ian Newbury trains on eBay priced around the same price range as you with CLG. Yeah, I've seen that too, and I don't get it. What is my favorite engine? That's a tough one because I have a lot, and it depends on which era I'm running. I really like my Malays. I just think they look cool with the two sets of wheels going. I just bought last year. I bought one of the LGB Malays, the Sumter Valley with the tender. I'm looking forward to getting that running. But yeah, Malay and I guess one of my two other favorite engines are probably like SD45 and the Dash 9 when I'm running more modern stuff. GP40. Sorry, I'm trying to read these two. I bought a GP9. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I said just finding it the right place. Scammers. Yep. Scammers. People, I don't know. People ask way more than the things are worth, and I don't get it. Yeah, no, don't forget my drawing. Let's see. Auctions, Milo trains. Just need to look around. F7. I got two F7s for $500. Yeah, I mean, I've sold F7s for. I sold a New York Central set for $450. I don't agree with the prices that people are asking, and like I said, I just feel like people are getting a little out of hand with it. I know Kyle up here mentioned the USA train. Oh, SD70. Yeah, so now the SD70 has become the Dash 9. Like for a while, Dash 9s were going crazy. Now all of a sudden it's the SD70. They're coming out with them again. They're going to be like in the 400s, like 450, I think was the last time they told me. Even if they hit 500, I mean, it's no sense in spending $1,100-$1,200 for it. So I don't get it, and I don't know why people are asking so much. And a lot of these people had bought them back in the day when they were like $200 and $300, and now they're trying to get $1,200 for it. It's just, yep. I agree with Mikey. Clubs, because you always find people that are looking to downsize or share, and they're not asking for a ton of money. Unfortunately, members pass away, which is just a fact of life. But as they decide to sell things off, that's another one. Yep, Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is another good place. I used to find stuff on Craigslist all the time, but obviously Craigslist is not a great place to go look anymore. Unless you're looking for something else, but I'm not going to go into that. All right, so, yep, thrift stores too. So I got to share. Let me do this. Nope, I want to remove that from stage. Sorry. I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to share this other tab because we're going to do the giveaway before I forget. So, ready? Nope, I got to share it so you can all see. There we go. So let's see who is going to be the winner of a lowering kit. 25 entries. Mikey again. Oh, is that Mikey? Is that Michael? I believe that's Michael. Yep, that is. Okay. Well, Mike, send me which kit you want, and I will get that right out to you. We have one more minute. I'm sure everybody is tired of my ranting and hearing only my voice. So, Mikey, send me an email, 4trackrr@gmail.com. Let me know what you would like, and we will get that right out to you. If anybody doesn't have any other questions, we have reached the 9 o'clock hour. I'm getting tired of talking. So, and I'm sure you're getting tired of hearing my voice. If anybody has anything else, otherwise I will end. I know I forgot one more thing. The next stream will be August 24th, and our guest will be Dave from Splitjaw. And I believe we're going back to the 2 hours for August, so it will be 7 to 9. Weren't you listening, Bill? I just said it. Thank you. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Yeah, I just wanted to say, if anybody had any questions and anybody enjoyed it. So I hope you all enjoyed it. And I beat you. I got you. Okay. You were faster than I was, which isn't hard these days. I'm getting old. But, oh my gosh. What did I do? Well, thank you all for joining and tuning in. And Andrew and I will see you again next month, August 24th, like I said, with Dave. And thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you all next time. Have a great night, everyone.